Hello, I'm Andrew Stevens, and I'd like to welcome you to At Home. We'll provide you with tips and techniques to make almost every home improvement and repair. Complicated projects you might have stayed away from will be demonstrated in an easy-to-understand manner. At Home will be your reference guide to improving every aspect of your home. Join us. Sometimes putting up molding can be tricky unless you have the proper plan.
You know, one of the best ways to give a room a finished look is through the use of moldings. Just like a picture frame, it can define boundaries and add depth to a space. But as in the case with this wall and this window, you're not always going to be working with straight lines. This can make the job more difficult. What we've installed here is ResinArt's Duraflex molding. What makes it different from the other wood moldings is that Duraflex isn't made of wood. It has many of the same properties of wood. You can nail it, sand it, paint it, yet it has one thing that wood doesn't, and that is flexibility. You'll be able to choose a molding that will perfectly fit any application, whether it's a window casing, base molding, or crown molding. Before ordering Duraflex, you'll have to take careful measurements to ensure proper installation. The first, and the most common, is base molding. This is where the wall meets the floor. All that needs to be measured here is the length of wall that the base molding will be covering. The casing molding frames around the window and lies flush with the window unit frame. With a half circle radius like this window, measure the distance across the opening at the widest point. Be sure to specify that dimension before ordering your molding. The crown molding bridges the gap between the wall and the ceiling. Measurements required for the crown are the wall radius, concave or convex, which edge follows the wall, and the footage of the material that you'll be needing. You can check your building plans for these dimensions. Earlier, our at-home crew installed this molding. Now let's take a look and see what they did. Prior to installation, allow Duraflex to reach a room temperature of between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The material is less flexible in temperatures below 55 degrees. Cut the molding using a miter saw. Apply construction adhesive, giving it a minute to become gummy before application. Attach to the wall and nail. Duraflex can first be sanded or painted, but be aware that the wood grain texture is only on the surface and will be eliminated if it is sanded. Primer coats are not necessary when painting, and the molding is compatible with all paints. If you choose to stain, a heavily pigmented stain is required. Duraflex may require additional coats to match the wood properly, as it may not absorb the stain as easily as some woods. Solid color stains and artist oils also work well. For best results, use spray equipment. As you can see, it has the look of real wood. What's great about it is that it's far less expensive than the cost involved with traditional curved millwork. Duraflex can usually be applied in a single piece, which allows for the continuous grain of the wood. Also keep in mind that once it's installed, it can withstand any harsh environment, including salt air, extreme heat, high humidity, and severe cold. Unlike wood, it won't warp, crack, or rot when exposed to these conditions. And you don't have to worry about termites. Another great advantage is that Duraflex can be made to match any existing molding. All you have to do is to supply a piece or a section of the wood, and they can make a custom molding for you. They also carry a full line of decorative products, such as corbels, ceiling medallions, stair brackets, and finials. Replacements are also available. With flexible molding, your options are endless. In addition to the examples that we have here, it's great for curved stairwells, bookcases, and any other radius situation where wood simply cannot bend.
At Home would like to thank you for joining us. You can make your great-looking home look even better. That's our goal for At Home. Until next time, I'm Andrew Stevens.